926 here, Big 550 KTRS. I do want to take a couple phone calls from what you think about all this. 314-969-KTRS, 1-888-550-KTRS, or star KTRS. My premise is that Donald Trump is hurting the Republican brand. And there have got to be, in the highest offices in the party, pulling their hair out. How do we get away from this? How do we break out of this? Polls seem to be the most important thing because the top 10 poll getters were on stage last night. Let's talk polls. Every single one of those 10, or 17 of them, in a head-to-head matchup today with Hillary Clinton lose. Who loses the most? Who has the worst showing in polls today? Donald Trump. The last 8 years, the Republican Party have tried to do, the last 4 years at least, they've tried to do what they can to reach out to minorities, right? And in one fell swoop, Donald Trump has blown that out of the water. The war on women. Let's talk about the war on women, in which Megyn Kelly asked him that question last night. How do you think this is going to sit well with women voters who Republicans already have a hard time trying to get? Listen to this from last night.
Downsides, in particular, when it comes to women. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. Your Twitter account...
Thank you.
For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Your Twitter account has several disparaging comments about women's looks. You once told a contestant on Celebrity Apprentice it would be a pretty picture to see her on her knees. Does that sound to you like the temperament of a man we should elect as president?
Hold
how will you answer the charge from Hillary Clinton?
All right, hold it there for a second. We'll get to that. But just the question in and of itself, right, makes any other candidate would hang their head in shame, right? And the crowd cheer. You're calling you're calling Rosie O'Donnell a pig, and he's being cheered for it. That hurts your brand, Republicans. It doesn't help you. I wish one of the other 9 or the other ones who are on the stage stood up and said, I'm not debating this fool. This is a serious job. This is serious business, and I'm wasting my time here. Can be better served doing anything else than listening and talking to this freak show, and walk off. Somebody's got to be an adult in the room. Here's how he answers Megyn Kelly.
Clinton, who is likely to be the Democratic nominee, that you are part of the war on women.
I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct. I've been challenged by so many people.
Okay, so you've called women pigs and animals and fat pigs, and you said to somebody on national TV, you'd look better on your knees. How do you respond to that? Well, that's political correctness run amok. And he gets cheered for it. In what universe are we in? Listen to the rest of his answer.
I've been challenged by so many people, and I don't frankly have time for total political correctness. And to be honest with you, this country doesn't have time either. This country is in big trouble. We don't win anymore. We lose to China. We lose to Mexico, both in trade and at the border. We lose to everybody. And frankly, what I say, and oftentimes it's fun, it's kidding, we have a good time, what I say is what I say. And honestly, Megyn, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you, although I could probably maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that. But you know what? We need strength, we need energy, we need quickness, and we need brain in this country to turn it around. That I can tell you right now.
Hey, Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, why don't you get on your knees and tell me that again? I mean, insane. It's insanity. And yet, the entire world, the entire United States is talking about, and I think he has a nuanced position there. No, he doesn't. He's an idiot. He's a buffoon. He's a clown. And the Republican Party is allowing this to happen. I am, if I can say I'm offended, I don't know if I'm truly offended, but I'm offended as an American that one of our major parties is allowing this to go on, that they have turned over their process to pick a candidate over to Fox, which doesn't have the same agenda, and allowing this joker to sort of destroy their brand. Think of any other brand. Think of if McDonald's or Domino's or AT&T or Nike would turn over some conference they were having to a television station and then allowed Andrew Dice Clay to participate in the conversation. That's what they're doing. And so they're making a mockery of the brand. And no one's calling out. That's the biggest mistake here of all. 314-969-KTRS, 1-888-550-KTRS, or star KTRS. All right, I've ranted enough. We'll take your phone calls next. 314-969-KTRS, 1-888-550-KTRS, or star KTRS. American Eagle Credit Union, ladies and gentlemen.